guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be doing another 3 looks using the Colourpop Sweet Talk eyeshadow palette. So to be really real, Colourpop is getting a little out of hand right now with all these eyeshadow palettes, so I can't really keep up and do 3 looks using all of these eyeshadow palettes that are coming out because it's just so hard. But I could not pass up on this eyeshadow palette for a few reasons. The first being that look at this packaging and look at the inside of this palette. This is like just heaven. Like orangey red shadows, I'm not a huge fan. Like the Morphe 35O palette, I was not a huge fan of, but I feel like these are like more like pinky or orange tones. And you guys already know that I love me some pink eyeshadows. When I don't know what to do, I usually tend to gravitate towards pinky eyeshadow looks, and it's just what it is. I hate the color pink, but pink eyeshadow is just my thing, so whatever. Anyways, so yeah, this eyeshadow palette is absolutely gorgeous, and this is also the first time that Colourpop actually comes out with their Super Shock eyeshadow in a palette. Because if you guys know anything about their Super Shock shadows, they are super creamy and like this like wet, like creamy buttery feeling eyeshadow. But if you don't close the lid on those eyeshadows, they will dry up on you. So I guess they took the technology that they've been using with their Super Shock highlighters that they ended up putting in palettes, and took that same technology and put it in this. So in this eyeshadow palette, there's only one, which is this shade here called Side to Side, and it's an gorgeous shade. It feels just like the regular Super Shock shadows, and it is this really pretty like pinky iridescent glittery shade, which is everything that I love about the Super Shock shadows. It doesn't say what formula this one is in particular, but I'm gonna say that it's probably a glitter formula just because of how much glitter is in here, and I feel like it has such a light base, but it is a really gorgeous color nonetheless. And they also put 2 pressed glitters in this eyeshadow palette too, which the first one is called Prima Drama, which this shade I am obsessed with. It is absolutely gorgeous. I'll swatch it back here for you guys. So they kind of are similar to the Glitterly Obsessed in the sense of the chunkiness, but it has a different type of base to it. And then the other one is the shade Early Morning, which is a little finer. It is like this gold eyeshadow with like green and orange iridescence within it. So let me blow that up a little more. There we go. So those are the 3 different eyeshadow formulas that they decided to throw into the mix. And of course we have a bunch of mattes. I think more than half of this palette is matte. Then we have 2 regular shimmers, the Super Shock, and the 2 glitters. So I feel like it is a good combination of different colors here. And of course my biggest thing is that this is really the only shimmery shade. So if you're into like shimmery matte brow or shimmery brow bones versus matte brow bones, you're not gonna really care too much for this palette, but this Catch Me shade worked perfectly for my brow bone. And honestly, I feel like just these colors overall just work so well together, and it is just like a must-have. And you guys probably know this already, and if you don't, this year's Pantone color of the year is coral, so I feel like this just came out at the perfect time. It's just everything I could ever want and more. I will say though that I noticed that this eyeshadow palette is $2 more than the regular eyeshadow palettes. The regular eyeshadow palettes without mirrors are usually $16, and this one doesn't have a mirror, but I'm assuming because of the 3 unique formulas that are in here, it is a little bit more, because I know that the Super Shock highlighter palettes are I think it comes with 4 of them, and it's the same size as the Innuendo, and Nurendo comes with 6. So I feel like it is the formula of the Super Shock, or maybe the technology that they have to put in it to make it not dry out. So anyways, I usually always say this whenever I do 3 looks, but I really do like how all three of these looks came out, and I think it's just because they are my vibe. I definitely love me some coral eyeshadows. I feel like it's just the perfect like warm tone for my skin tone personally. So if you guys aren't subscribed already, make sure you guys do subscribe, and also hit the notification bell so that way you guys don't miss out on any of my videos, especially my 3 looks. And let me know with a thumbs up if you guys like this video, so that way I know what type of videos to make for you guys in the future. So with all of that being said, if you guys want to see what 3 different looks I created using the Colourpop Sweet Talk eyeshadow palette for spring 2019, then just continue watching.
So we're going to start off with the Colourpop Sweet Talk palette, which looks like this. And before I do that, I went ahead and took a little bit of concealer and just went ahead and primed my eyelids with concealer, just to do something a little bit different to really make the eyeshadows pop. And we're going to start off with the shade called Meadow, and we're taking that on a Morphe M518 brush. And I'm just going to go ahead and kind of press that in the lid, in the crease, and then also blend it out in circular motions. And then I'm going to go ahead and take this small little shader brush in the shade called Side to Side, and I'm going to press that eyeshadow onto my lid. And this is the Super Shock shadow, so I went ahead and took the rest with my finger, but just kind of made the placement with the brush so that way it was a little bit more precise, but the finger just gives a little bit more intensity. Then I just went ahead and blended everything out. This is going to be one of the easiest looks that I'm doing today. And then just to make sure that everything's nice and blended, I'm taking the shade called Catch Me on the Sonia Kashuk angled brush and just using it as my brow bone highlight. I'm taking the Ritzy lashes from Kiss and applying that onto my eyes, and then I'm going to take the Gerard Cosmetics Sugar and Spice lip liner to go ahead and line my lips. And I wanted to keep the lips nice and soft today, so that's why I went with this more nude for my skin tone lip liner. Then I'm going to take the Velvet Blur lipstick from Colourpop, and this is in the shade California Love, and I'm going to go ahead and apply that right on top. Like I said, I wanted to keep this look very nice and soft, so I feel like the Velvet Blurs are best for these type of looks. And this is the first finished look. I really like it. I feel like it's super simple and you can wear it to any single place that you want. Then I went ahead and primed my eyes again, and this time I used my regular eyeshadow primer, and I took some of the ICYMI shade and I applied that into my crease. I forgot what this acronym stands for, so if you guys know, let me know down below. But yeah, I'm just pressing this into my crease for full intensity. Then I'm taking the shade called Feel Free, and I'm just going to go ahead and put that in my outer corner with this Morphe brush from the Jaclyn Hill collection. I forget which one it is, but it's just like the M433 brush. So I'm just going to go ahead and build that up in the outer corner, and I noticed that this shade was a little bit patchy, so I had to kind of press it first and then kind of buff it out, and it was a little harder to blend out, but I feel like you can kind of blend it with the other shades in this eyeshadow palette, which you'll see me do a little bit later on. So then I'm just taking this large blending brush and just blending everything out, and I took a little bit more of the ICYMI shade, and then I'm taking some of this Garden Date eyeshadow and I'm going to go ahead and press that onto my eyelid as an eyeshadow base for the glitter that we're going to go ahead and use. And then I'm just blending in the Feel Free shade with that lid shade, and then I'm taking my favorite glitter shade, which is called Prima Drama, and I just went ahead and took my finger to apply it. I found that this gave the best intensity when it came to this eyeshadow palette, and guys, this glitter is absolutely everything. It is so gorgeous and it doesn't have any fallout at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing to the other eye. And then I'm just taking that large blending brush and very light pressure, just blending out the glitter into the rest of the eye look. Then I'm going to go ahead and take the same lashes and put those on as well. And this is the finished eye look. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and use the shade Feel Free. I forgot that I did this, but we're going to go ahead and use that to smoke out my lower lash line. And this, I feel like, kind of completes the look. And to really make it nice and smoky, I'm going to take ICYMI again and just go ahead and put that on the bottom lash line to really give that nice smoky intensity. Then I'm taking some of this brown lip liner from NYX, and I'm going to go ahead and apply that onto my lips. And for my lipstick, I'm taking the Galactic Lip Paint in the shade Posh, which is the perfect, like, peachy nude lip. I really, really like this whenever I do a peach eyeshadow look. And this is the second finished look. I really, really love this one a lot. I love the glitter on this look as well. I feel like it just looks so nice and girly and fresh. So yeah, this is the second finished look. And then for the third and final look, just wanted to show you guys that the glitter was a little hard to take off, but what can we do? I went ahead and primed my eyes already, and then I'm taking the shade called Work It, and I'm applying that into my crease as a base for our transition. And I'm taking that on a large fluffy brush. This is from the Jaclyn Hill Morphe brush set. Any of the white brushes I use are usually those brushes. I just don't remember the names of them, but it is from that eye set. And then I'm taking some of the West Side on that same exact brush and just kind of building up the intensity of the transition shade. And you can go ahead and slowly build it up and then go in circular motions, going back in with the ICYMI shade and a smaller crease brush. I'm just kind of pressing it in place and going in windshield wiper motions to blend that out. And the reason why I press it is so that way I get the most intensity out of the eyeshadow, and then I go ahead and blend it out later so that way there are no harsh lines. And then I'm taking some of the Melody shade and I'm taking that on this flat shader brush and wetting it to make the intensity really nice and pigmented. It kind of gives it more of that foiled effect, which I really, really like. And it kind of creates like a fake cut crease type of shape on the eyelid. So I really, really love this color a lot. I liked it a lot more than I thought I would, because in the pan it doesn't really look like it would be that really pretty goldeny shade, but it kind of has that really pretty duochrome. And then I'm taking some of the Feel Free shade and I'm just taking that on this small crease brush and I'm pressing that into the crease as well and going in circular motions to blend this out. And this is just going to kind of intensify it. And like I said, we're kind of going for like a fake cut crease type of effect in this look. And then I'm taking the large blending brush. This is the Morphe M518 brush from earlier and blending it out. And because my camera overheated, I did finish one eye. So I'm going to show you guys what I did for that. I just went ahead and built up that Feel Free shade on the other eye as well. And then I went ahead and took some of the Metal shade and I just went ahead and blended that out. And then taking a little bit of the Dream Maker and I'm just pressing that into my inner corner as my inner corner highlight and as a fun pop of color. And then I'm going to go ahead and take the Essence Beauty matte black liner. I really like this one a lot and do a nice wing. And then I'm taking some lashes. I think these are my Lily lashes in the style Gaia from my March boxycharm, which I am obsessed with. So after I let them dry for about 30 seconds, I go ahead and apply that onto the eyelid. And I use my finger, but you can use tweezers, whatever you feel more comfortable with. You just have to make sure that the glue gets tacky a little bit before you apply them on, so that way it's helps for easy application. And this is what the eyes look like after we put on the lashes. Then I'm taking this Gerard Cosmetics lipstick in the shade called Kimchi Doll and the Sugar and Spice lip liner from Gerard Cosmetics as well. And I do have a coupon code with them if you guys want to use it. I think you get like 30% off. I'll link it down below for you guys. But as I was applying the shade, I realized that I probably should have gone for a darker lip liner because it looks like I put white out on my lips. So I did go ahead and fix that. I just put the lip liner on top of it and just kind of really built it up until I got rid of that like white out type of shape. But I didn't really care for this look, so I decided to take my favorite lip gloss from Colourpop, and this is in the shade Champagne Mommy. I like it because it has like this pinky peachy vibe, and I feel like it really made the look complete. So this is the third and final look. I hope you guys did enjoy this 3 looks using one palette. Let me know which look was your favorite and if you guys picked up this eyeshadow palette, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Until then.